a push right now to get as many people vaccinated as soon as possible.
Only then, experts say, will things return to some kind of normal. Local 12's Christian Hauser talked with an infectious disease expert to see what it will take for the tri-state to develop herd immunity.
We're still weeks, likely months away from the general public being able to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Once that starts to happen, as long as enough people get the shot, we should develop herd immunity. But right now, it's not known what percentage of the population needs to get that for it to happen.
I talked with Rachel Baker, the TriHealth nurse researcher. She says herd immunity is the power of vaccination.
When enough people have immunity, we can get immunity either from recovering from COVID or from being vaccinated. When enough people in the community have that immunity, the virus stops spreading.
Baker says herd immunity levels are different for each pathogen. Measles, for instance, needs 9 out of 10 people to be vaccinated.
Then if you have a disease that's a little slower spreading, a good example is H1N1 influenza several years ago, we only needed 25% of us to be immune to stop that spread because it was a slower spreading pathogen.
So what about COVID-19?
Most predictions that I've seen are that we'll need about 60 to 70% of the population to have immunity to be able to get to a point where it's not spreading and where we're protecting those people who aren't able to have individual immunity.
Let's look at the city of Cincinnati, for example. It has a rounded population of about 300,000 people. So between 180 and 210,000 people would need to be immune to achieve herd immunity. But that doesn't mean that they have to be vaccinated. Folks who have recovered from the virus should have at least some immunity. But each immune response is different, and not everyone has the same protection after the virus.
Other people, it appears, don't have a lot of immunity after being infected, which is why we're seeing people get infected a second time.
Baker says that there's still a lot of unknowns when it comes to the virus and immunity. She says it's possible the vaccine could protect you for the rest of your life, or this could end up being like the flu vaccine and we need to get it every year. It's just too early to tell how our bodies will react. At the banks, Christian Hauser, Local 12 News.
Ohio will be doing public service announcements to try to get as many people in the general public to get the vaccine to achieve that herd immunity as quickly as possible.